The one where Eddie moves in is such an iconic episode of Friends. There are so many things in this episode that are just so brilliant. This is the 17th episode of the second season of Friends, directed by Michael Lembeck. And I'll talk about the title in a moment with Eddie, but I'll just talk about the other plot points first of all. There will be no spoilers in this discussion, apart from telling what the, or going over what the various plots are, but there may be spoilers for previous episodes. And we get to see Joey's new apartment, which I love. They must have had so much fun pulling together all of the tat that is in Joey's new apartment. Every time I watch this episode, I notice something different. For example, the Elvis lamp, I don't remember noticing before. There's the water feature and just so many different things to look at. It's just so much fun. Really thoroughly enjoyed that one. Meanwhile, not everybody's happy with their new living situations because we have Ross spending a lot of time at Monica and Rachel's, which is great. It's really nice to see Ross and Rachel, getting along really, really well. But Monica feels like she's living at home again with Ross because Ross is always getting in her way, getting in the bathroom, taking up her space, and she's really struggling to cope with this. And honestly, I can't imagine what it would feel like to move back in with the people you grew up with. Relationships tend to improve when you move out of your childhood home, whether that's relationships with your parents, relationships with your siblings, and to have Ross there 24/7, I can completely understand Monica's reaction to that. But they have a really sweet heart to heart, and I won't say exactly how that comes about or what the dialogue is, but it's really, really nice and very, very well done. With regards to Phoebe, I will not say too much about this because, I don't want to spoil it, but Phoebe has a chance to record Smelly Cat, and it's just fabulous, and it's played out so well, and it's really nice to hear Smelly Cat several times throughout this. Absolutely adored it, and I just think it's really a great opportunity for Phoebe. But for us as viewers, it's an absolute delight. And just what happened with that and how Phoebe responded to it, I really, really loved it. And then the main narrative, the one where Eddie moves in. Eddie, played by Adam Goldberg. Eddie is, of course, Chandler's new roommate. And we don't get to see too much of Eddie here in this particular episode. But obviously, going forward, I know what happens with Eddie. I've seen the show many, many times. But it's perhaps uncertain and unpredictable, and who knows what's going to happen with Eddie going forward. I won't say, of course, but I like that. I like that we didn't fully focus on Eddie here because it actually kind of suggests that maybe we'll get more time with him in the future. This is just laying the groundwork, introducing the character. We immediately realize he has quite a quirky personality, but what that's like going forward, only time will tell. Joey doesn't respond to this very well, which is understandable. It's like Chandler's replaced him straight away, but hey, Chandler's got to make rent. It's completely understandable. But Joey feels like he's been replaced and he's a bit heartbroken, and it's very, very moving how he responds to it. And the whole speech he gives about it being about juice and eggs, I thought was very, very well written. Very entertaining episode, very well written episode. Really iconic. So many great things in this. Definitely an episode I will always adore watching. It really is an absolute delight.